So if either the wind or the noise of children is kind of off-putting or too loud, I apologize, but we're across the waterway from the Mare Island Naval Yard, which was one of the last places that the USS Indianapolis touched before going off on its ill-fated mission. She got retrofitted here and then went on to get the parts for the bomb that they dropped off at Tinian and then were sunk in the Philippine Sea after completing their mission. And we're here because the Mare Island Taproom and Brewery are going to live feed over their TV screens the broadcast that's going to come from the bottom of the Philippine Sea of the wreck site of the USS Indianapolis. And this is the old landing for the ferries that used to take the workers across to Mare Island. And that's Pick's Wheelhouse, which has been owned by the same family that operated the ferry. And that was the old ticket house. And this is the new ferry landing. And that is the Mare Island Brewery and Taproom, where I'm going to go back in and enjoy a sandwich and have some more beer. And there's the new ferries. So, just about, I believe, over there is where the Indy got retrofitted and sent out. Just of note, that's the old slipway where the USS California battleship, and I believe it was the Independence aircraft carrier, among many, many others, and a good slew of submarines slipped down into taste blue water for the first time. So back in I go for my beer because I don't want anybody to steal it, and I'll get some more footage in a sec.
Story of the USS Indianapolis. Its last port was at Mare Island before it left during World War II, carrying parts for the bomb that was dropped on Hiroshima and stopped World War II. It was torpedoed by a Japanese sub, and actually there was 1,196 on board, 883 hit the water, and 317 were rescued 5 days later, where most of them were eaten by sharks or had succumbed to their injuries. When we found out about this story because one of the survivors' daughters contacted us, we created a beer called the Survivor's Tale Pale Ale in commemoration of not just those that survived, but those that also were perished. But the survivor's tale is about those that survived, the ability to tell the tale of those that were lost at sea. So I don't know if you guys have been watching the news, but about 3 or 4 weeks ago, Paul Allen, one of the founders of Microsoft and has a little bit more money than we do, put together an expedition, and they actually finally found the wreckage of the Indianapolis after 72 years of it being lost. So super kind of cool, exciting news for us. One of the things that I've been pretty blessed with is I've been named an honorary USS Indianapolis survivor for the work that we've done. So with that, we plan to continue. Part of the mission of Mare Island Brewing Company is to keep the rich history of Mare Island alive, and nothing better than a cool story like this to be a part of and to be able to carry on. So we got an email this week from the Survivors Committee and said that there's going to be this live feed of Paul Allen's crew going down to the wreckage, and it's going to happen in whatever 6 minutes. So I have no idea what it's going to be. I don't know what they're going to show, but I figured why not have a beer at our tap room where we celebrate the Indianapolis and Mare Island's history and bring the Indy back to Mare Island. So if you're into it, you're into it. If not, you're not, but it's some really cool stuff we're really proud to be a part of. One final note is I see a lot of Yardbirds, which is our beer club members in the crowd. We're actually ready to change up the club and have it more exciting and some more fun things in store. You'll actually get an email this week. For those of y'all who aren't Yardbirds, be on the lookout. You should be one. But the captain of the ship that is put together this expedition is one of our Yardbirds, and they actually contacted me this week, and they want some of the Survivor's Tale Pale Ale to give to the crew to celebrate when this is all over. So we're pretty stoked about that, and I'm trying to get that crew out here, hopefully, to talk about their story, to bring it really back to Mare Island. So if it happens, it happens. If not, but I'm really trying to get these guys out here. Either way, I'm going to turn the audio on a little bit. Really appreciate you guys coming out, and certainly appreciate your guys' support and celebrating what we're trying to do and make things great in Vallejo and carry on the traditions that some of you guys have been around here for many generations. So thank you guys for coming and enjoy. But besides that,
All right, so this is the only time my ugly mugs can appear on my own channel. I don't know. So this is Ryan, and you've got to take consolation in the fact that I actually remember your first name. Everybody becomes, hey, how's it going? Your last name is
Gibbons. Yeah, so
Ryan Gibbons.
He knows my name because I make beer, and
well,
people seem to remember you.
That's
at that
important,
point. Yeah,
right? That's a very important thing. But
I think so.
No argument. So he's the co-founder of the Mare Island Brewery, and this is the Taproom at the ferry landing in Vallejo, California.
I was gonna say the beautiful Vallejo, California.
And Vallejo, the shipyard, which was over that way, was the
It was the first naval shipyard established on the Pacific coast.
The man knows his history.
Yeah, and it closed in '96 with the Clinton base realignment. So 142 years of naval history, and through Civil War, World War I, World War II, Korean War, Cold War, all the way up until '96. So we are carrying on the traditions of everybody that served on Mare Island and also helped build this great nation.
And he's heard the story of how many of my dad's ships passed through here.
I've also seen the photos.
Yes, he has.
And we display the photos.
We've got them on cycle on the screensaver. But we're here, and they just did the live broadcast of the wreck site of the USS Indianapolis. Ryan was fundamental in having the documentary shown over at the Mare Island Museum, the Naval Museum, and I figured I'd come down and have a beer when I heard that he was going to be showing it up on the screens back there.
On the tube.
On the tube. So, what did you think?
I thought it was awesome. So we got contacted by one of the survivors' daughters back in 2014, and she found out we were starting a brewing company based off of Mare Island. And so she wanted me to send some beer out because the guys were always fond of their time on Mare Island, as it was the last piece of U.S. soil that they stepped off of. And we hadn't even opened the tap room yet, so we sent out our logo pint glasses, but I told her I'd always make a beer for them. And so we came up with the Survivor's Tale Pale Ale, which is in commemoration not only of the survivors, but their ability to tell the story of those that were lost at sea. And so to see the Indianapolis again back here, where right in the same spot where it left last, was just incredible. You know, it was incredible. Like, I mean, I just can't believe the depth that it was found at, and that the amount of research it took to find her. So it was incredible. The thing that amazed me was the paint still on the hull. You can read the fine details. They saw the 35 on there. The fact that the wings of the plane. The medical kit. Still white with the red. Exactly. It was good to see my friend Sarah Vladeck, the director of the film. I sent you a photo. He sent me a photo, and actually he pointed her out because I was actually talking to somebody. I turned around and I was like, "That is Sarah." Sarah, nice to see you. Very good, very good. Just super cool to see this kind of stuff come about in our lifetime. I mean, 72 years since that thing went down, and for it to have been found 3 weeks ago, in this time where we're really at a loss of history, and so to really bring it to the forefront, it was just super incredible to see. Definitely, definitely. Well, I want to thank you for your time. Absolutely. And for your beer. Thank you guys. Yeah. Hopefully you guys enjoy what you see, but even more so, just believe in history, research it, and carry it on. That's the thing. Definitely, definitely, man. Well, thank you, sir, and I'm going to hit the stop button. Cheers.